Hey you, I can get some weed. I think it's puff time.
What's up, guys? This is the Puffcast, and I am the Nightly Toker. How y'all doing? Hopefully you're all having an amazing day, evening, moment, whatever moment in time you're at, wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. Hopefully it's a good moment for you, and hopefully you're able to get lifted. If not, you know what? I feel your pain, but right now I am going to get lifted because, that's kind of what I do. I invite you into my sesh. I do my thing. We smoke. We have a good time. It's kind of where it's at. And I definitely need to have a toke right now because my body is killing me. Oh my god. So, it's not like we needed one. We had a good washer and dryer. I think they're Maytag or something. But friends of ours said, hey, you know what? Guess what? We have one. An extra one, actually. If you want it, $300. It's great. Because they had a rental, and they put the units in there, and they were only used for like a year. Like mint condition. Almost a brand new washer. So, of course, the wife's like, oh, yes, well, ours doesn't work that great. No, you know what? It does work fine, according to me. And I do most of the laundry, so I think it works fine. But she had other plans, so I had to clear a path, get everything out of the way, unhook it, disconnect it, haul this big fucking piece of shit, and I say it's a big fucking piece of shit, only because it was fucking heavy, and I had to move it on my own. Because I had to get everything up and ready and out in time for when the new one was being delivered, dropped off by our friends. Oh my god, so I'm sitting here right now in the Puff Cave, the Man Cave, the moment of time where I smoke, looking at the new washer, looking at it saying, hey Samsung, how you doing? It's a lot smaller. Well, only because it doesn't have the bottom thing. So much later, but the old one, oh my god, it had to have weighed at least 140, 150 pounds with the stand. Getting it up the stairs on my own with a dolly was very difficult. Because the wheels, unfortunately, kept getting stuck on the lip of each step. So I had to MacGyver that shit. I have these old plastic stands, basically. So I took a bottom half that wasn't even being used, put it underneath the dolly, under the wheels, strapped it on, wedged it in, and literally started sliding it and shifting it up stair by stair by stair. Oh my god. I got to the top, and I got stuck. The bottom drawer slid open, got stuck on the wall, wedged me, so I had to hold all this up with one arm, and then reach down with the other arm, and use a foot, and wedge it back in, get it moving. But then, unfortunately, the rack that I put underneath it got stuck on the top lip of the stairs. Now, it was pretty much like if I had let go, I'm sure it would have slid all the way back down the stairs, but it was countered. It was counterweighted, counterbalanced, basically. It was okay. I could let off on a lot of the tension and not have to strain so much to hold it. But nobody was home but my oldest. She's only 11. She wasn't able to do much, but she kept running and getting me stuff every time I needed something. Got me a bottle of water. It took me over an hour to get it cleared out, everything, make a path, get it up the stairs, out the door. Had to take off the front door of the house, get it out to my work truck. Oh dear God. I'm so fucking sore. I've taken 3 of the Kirkland Costco muscle and back pills. I swear by those things. They're awesome. Took them about an hour ago. They've eased off some of the pain, but my arms are so strained. My lower back is just killing me, so I am so looking forward to this. Because you know what?
Ladies and gentlemen, Puff Time is about to commence.
Because, it's Puff Time. Oh yeah, the best of both worlds, bitches. So, we're going to do it. We're going to smoke. I got a nice fat juicy dab in here. I'd say a good size. I wish I had a good enough scale to weigh it properly with the 0.0 grams. My scales don't do that, so I don't know how big it is or how small it is, but it looks pretty big. There was still some in there in the pen here, and then I threw in another piece, and I threw in another piece, and then scraps. So, yeah, I'm going to take a nice big drink. Now, if you've never listened to the Puffcast before, rules are simple. When you hear it's puff time, it just means let's take a puff together. I'm bringing you in, inviting you into my sesh, and I hope you'll smoke along with me. No matter if you're smoking dabs, if you've got a rig, a vape pen, a joint, a cone, a blunt, a backwood, using a bong, a pipe, a dry herb pen, hot knifing it, I don't care how you smoke, which way you smoke. If it's cannabis related, get on it, get it going. Take a rip with me. And of course, if you don't smoke, that's cool too. If you just enjoy listening, you know what? That's fine. Appreciate you listening. But for those of us who do smoke, let's get into this, because we're going to do it one more time, just so you guys know. It's puff time. It's puff time. I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready too. Let's do this. I'm going to take a huge rip here. I'm good. How are you? Holy shit. I literally held that button down on the Ziocan until it turned off. And at the very last bit of hit that hit the back of my throat was that, like maybe I shouldn't have held it that long. It was just like that tinge. As soon as that hit, I had to get it out. So I tried to quickly expel it, but ended up coughing part of it out, which, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. That is going to smack me in the face, I'm sure. Hopefully that helps with some of this pain, because, oh my god, my muscles are killing me. They are just killing me. But you know what? The things you do for your loved ones. I didn't think we needed a new washer. Did I want to move that piece of shit upstairs? Did I want to move a new one back down? No, I did not. At all. Period. It was not on my to-do list. At all. Like, fuck that. But the wife wanted it, so I did it for her. Right? It's just how a relationship works. You do things for your loved ones. Wife wanted it, I do it. Now, there's that term, a happy wife, a happy life. I used that once. I actually said it on Facebook. And my wife, at the time, she was only my fiance. She got quite upset about that. So I don't use that term. But really, it is true, because in my opinion, if my wife is happy, then I am happy. Not saying I'm like I've learned to not put other people's needs ahead of my own. When I was married before, it was okay if the family's happy, if they're good, I'm happy. Yes, to a point. However, your needs, your wants, your interests, everything gets set aside when you only have that mentality, and then you kind of lose yourself, and then you find yourself not happy anymore. Right? I wasn't happy with my marriage, with my life, so had to make changes. But now, of course, I love my wife with every part of my being. She is stuck by me through so much bullshit, so much hardship, so much anguish and pain and suffering. You know, like, we lost our daughter. She was quite young. Lost her a year ago to cancer after a 2-year battle. And I know I'm starting to get a little higher because I'm able to say that without tearing up and crying. Because it's very hard for me to talk about. Very hard for me to talk about. But after a 2-year battle, and then he's basically being told that she relapsed for, oh jeez, second time in 2 years. and that there's no other options. There's nothing left to do. I'm not going to get into all the hardship, the details. That's more personal. We shared a lot of it in our journey as a family, with our community and all that. There's so much that we didn't share that we had to keep to ourselves, and I'm not going to divulge into all that in this episode. But, we came out the other side, as hard as it was to lose our daughter. We still had a family to take care of. And although it's still hard, we're still mourning, and we always will. We're always going to be grieving. And our marriage took a huge hit. We have distanced ourselves so much at times, but we both realized it eventually and knew that, it's worth fighting for, that we couldn't just give up. That's not what our daughter would have wanted. That's not what we wanted. So, of course, we fight to get back to where we were, to where we need to be. We're not there yet. We're still so far from it. There's so much that we have to deal with and get through. But you know what? We're always going to keep fighting because we love each other. That's why I would do anything for my wife. So when she says, hey, can you do this? Yes. I'm going to bitch and moan about it. I'm going to podcast and bitch and moan about it. I'm going to bitch and moan about it on Facebook. Facebook. But I'm still going to do it because I love her. You know what? She does things for me that I'm sure she hates doing. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, oh, yeah, probably like BJ's. We're not even going there. Everything my wife does in bed, she enjoys doing. Okay? I'm just going to say that. But there's just things in life. She knows one thing that just drives me nuts. Drives me fucking nuts. She used to always, for like 6 years, honestly, 6 years, she would leave the cupboard doors open on everything she does. Now she only leaves the pantry open. And I know it's natural things she does. She's always done it. It's hard to break your habits when that's all you know. That's all you've done. Why change for somebody else? But she tries hard to remember to close those cupboards. The pantry, it's annoying as fuck. Thankfully, the dogs don't pull any food out of there. They did once. A bag of pasta, dry pasta. I don't know why. They didn't even eat it. They just pulled it out. So, but and there's so many other things that she does for me, and that's just the give and take of a relationship. That's just, you have to work together. You have to be willing to put somebody else's needs ahead of your own, but also make sure that your needs are being met. That's key. It really is key to any relationship. Because if you don't take care of yourself, then you will lose yourself. Because you can't expect somebody else to take care of everything about you. Right? I have no problem putting my all into my family and doing everything I can for them to make them happy. But they also know that I have to be happy with myself, and that I have to have that time to do my own things. And unfortunately, I'm maybe you're like this too, but I've always been this way ever since being a young child. That eventually, I don't want to be around anybody. I don't, and I've always been that way. Even with having a friend over, when I'd see them every day for a few days, then hanging out again. Eventually, I'd just be like, you know what? I don't really want to play anymore. I'm kind of done, and they would go home. And I do that because I just needed to be by myself because I've been around people too long. Right? I like my alone time. That's why I love my basement. I gotta clean it up a little bit more. It's not like it's super messy. It's kind of messy now because I had to move a lot of stuff out of the way, so everything's kind of piled up everywhere right now. It's not horrible, but I just want to clean it up in the way of making it more efficient for myself. It is good, but I could do some more work on it, I think. But it's my space, and it was a shared space with the kids were coming down here, but then I took it back because the wife's like, you know what? They don't need to be down there. They've got their rooms. There's a backyard. There's a park right across the street from our house. We have a living room. There's tons of space for them. Basically, our bedroom is my wife's space. I sleep there. That's it. That's it. In the evening, she lays in bed. We got a big screen TV on top of her tall boy dresser, which is the perfect height for her so that she can see over her boobs. Her words. She has big boobs. I love them. Anyways, hopefully she doesn't hear this. But if she does, you know what? I love you. But, that's her space. She curls up in bed. She sometimes has a book. She's got a bookshelf just loaded full of her books that she's read and that she'll reread. But she's got her space here, Netflix, the Blu-ray player, whatever she needs. She goes to the bathroom. Like, that's her place. That's her space. I just sleep there. In the basement, that's my space. She doesn't come and hang out. She doesn't come down here when I'm hanging out. She might come down and flip a load of laundry, and then she'll sit and we'll chat for a few minutes. But that's really only during the daytime, and I don't take away time from the family to come down here in the day. Not too often. Not unless the kids have been home all day and not going anywhere, then yeah, I'll escape. I'll come down here. And sometimes the wife will go upstairs, but then the kids will follow. So then she'll come down here and make it seem like she's doing laundry, and then the kids leave her alone. The tricks, right? The tricks. Oh, sometimes the kids just drive you insane. Oh my god. I love them to death. I would do anything for them. I would die for them. I would do anything for them to protect them. That's how much I love them. Right? Any parent would do that for their child. Well, you'd think any parent would do that, but unfortunately there's a lot that wouldn't. There's a lot of shitty people who just shouldn't be parents. A lot of people should just be chemically castrated so that they cannot have kids, or just cut off the parts. I don't care how you do it, because some of these people just turn out to be the shittiest fucking parents and treat their kids like dirt. And unfortunately, a child's love is kind of like a dog. And this sounds weird, just hear me out. But you could have a dog, man's best friend, and you could beat the shit out of that dog. But when that owner puts his hand out and shows that dog some love, that dog is so happy and will come back to them. Unfortunately, that almost always happens. It's the same with a child. Even the shittiest of parents, when they have that moment when all of a sudden in their child's eyes, they're that parent that they need and they love, it's like they put aside everything else, all that anguish that they've gone through, all that shit, all that trauma. Right? That's the hard part. I know people. My ex-wife is one of those people who has made so many mistakes. She is not a good mother. But I am going to give her the credit for this one thing. She's finally come to terms and acknowledged that she cannot be a full-time parent to her kids. That's not how she can do it. She's finally admitted that she is not a full-time parent. Right? So I'll give her that. But I have my friend's neighbors. Kind of a friend. We're not super close, but I would consider them like a friend, sort of. They don't beat their kids. They're not anything like that. But they're so hard on them. So hard on them. And almost, sometimes I want to think it's almost borderline child abuse. Like, psychological almost. Like, when a child shouldn't live in fear, right? And it kind of seems that way. And they're like, no. But, I'm like, no, there's no, You can't rule with a fist, right? It's not about, having your child fear you. Your child respects you when they see you setting that example. When they see you putting in that work, showing them that, this is how you do it. Then they respect you so much more. Instead of treating your child like an idiot and then showing them that it's better just to be lazy and fucking stupid, then, you're just creating another you, because kids are going to learn from what you do. I'm kind of going on a variety of social topics tonight. Drop my pen. I'm good. It's all good. But,
Ladies and gentlemen, puff time is about to commence.
Yeah, it is. It's puff time. Alright, guys, you know the drill. Let's toke it. Oh, that one smacked me in the throat. Oh, man. Wow. So yeah, I guess I've gotten I need a drink here. I guess gotten pretty in depth tonight. Not so random, not so crazy. Kind of like where this went. I'm pleased with it. Hopefully you are too. I'm going to try to keep each episode to more of a routine theme. I don't plan these out. But, you know, when I start talking about something, you know, when I switch topics, switching to topics that are generalized into something that kind of relates to it. Does that make sense to you? Because it does to me, but I am a little bit high, so maybe that's why. But of course, whenever I have a sesh with the bean, expect that they might get a little crazy. However, like I know next Thursday, or this Thursday, pardon me, and today's Monday, so yeah, only a few days away, the bean and I are getting together. We've already penciled it in, and hopefully nothing gets in the way so that we can just go and have a good sesh. We are going to do a podcast. However, we're going to do something a little bit different this time. And we're going to do the Never Have I Ever game. And I want you guys to help us out with that. I'm going to throw up the topic tomorrow, which is September 5th? 4th? Ooh, September 5th is tomorrow. Yeah, that makes more sense. But I'm going to throw up the topic tomorrow of what you guys want us to ask. And we'll take turns asking back and forth. And of course, when we ask, say, never have I ever had a nose dab. Well, if the other person has, right? Or vice versa, then we'll take a rip. If not, so this way we'll try to make it entertaining for you guys, but slow it down a little bit so we don't get so big so fast. Because we all know what happens when the bean gets baked. He gets under my skin. He does, unfortunately, because he goes all over the place, and it does get under my skin. So, Bean, I love you, buddy, but when you get super stoned, you get obnoxious as fuck. It's true. It's true. However, I am going to see if we can get a surprise guest on as well. Good friend of mine. Going to see if he's available, get him out, and play the game with us. I think it'll be cool. And it might just be something we do with every guest. You never know. But, excuse me. I'm so pleased that I bought this Yokan Evolve Plus. Now, it's fairly scratched up. When I took it camping, it got pretty beat up. I wouldn't say beat up, but scratched up. I didn't drop it or anything. But just, moving around pocket to pocket, from the chair, from the holder, metal things, it did get scraped up on the paint. Thankfully, everything still looks and works flawlessly. Except for the scratches a bit. But, you know what? It's going to get... If I don't use it, it's not... it's just going to sit there, it'll be fine. But when you use it, it's going to get scratches. It's going to get scratches. It's well loved. Granddaddy Purple. Gotta love it. I am getting kind of low on the shatter, though, so... Bud Zone Canada. How's it going, boys? I am, gonna need to put in an order soon. I definitely find I smoke more shatter now than I do leaf. I still got quite a bit of leaf from my last order from Joe Shit. I think, are we at 2 weeks? Nah. It was the 18th that I went camping. Today's the 5th. Let's look that up, because you know what? I'm having a hard time counting. Yes, I am sorry. I'm kind of slow, but you know what? Better safe than sorry, right? All right. So, got on the 17th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 days. Wow, that took forever to count. Why? Because I'm a little slow. So I got my order 19 days ago. I probably have a little over half gram. No, maybe a little more than that. Maybe 70% of a gram. So 0.7 grams. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Then I probably still have, I've got still like a full eighth of one strain, a full eighth of another strain, and then, oh shit, probably 2 grams of another one. I really didn't use that much out of my leaf order, right? So I do love the shatter. Leaf is good. Leaf takes me to a different level. However, the joint last night the cone, sorry, same thing basically. It I got a little high, but it was not as much as I thought, especially on a cone, right? Cones used to like float me, and I didn't get much. But I've also been smoking a lot of shatter lately. But last week I think a few days ago. No, I think Wednesday, one of them. I did 2 bowls of OG Kush on the Solo Aerizer, and damn, I definitely got to a happy place. It was quite good. I was thoroughly enjoying that place. But in the joint, I don't know. Like I said, I got to order some more Evodes, get a couple of them going, because I think I'd enjoy that more. Because, like I said, you're not having any burn off. Everything you combust, you're burning, you're taking, you're smoking, you're using. Oh, love those Evodes. Well, guys, we are wrapping up the time here. Pretty close. I do want to thank all of you for listening to this episode. And if you liked it, then maybe check out some other episodes. And maybe give it a share if you want. That'd be cool. Share it on Twitter, on your feeds, wherever. The Puffcast needs the attention, needs a little more love, a little more. And of course, give us a follow, and you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Massroots. Really, those are the main 3. There's so many others, but I don't check them. I don't check Massroots that much anymore, sorry. But I'm going to start doing it more. And of course, I'm going to be on Twitter even more than I am, which is a good amount, I think. But Instagram's going to get some more love. And I just started working on the Puffcast Facebook page. So check that out, actually. Find it, the Puffcast. So it's on Twitter. Oh, sorry, I'm getting there. It's on Facebook. I've only put up very minimal amount. Nothing's auto-posting there. But I'm going to definitely throw out posts for episodes, especially tonight's episode here. But check it out. Facebook. Like it. Love it. Share it. Follow it. Tweet it. Oh, yeah. And let's pick a final song. Ooh, we haven't heard this one in forever. Wave of Emotions. Oh. Alright, guys. Stay lifted. And keep smiling. Peace. Puff time.